or you'll show your smartphone apps. You see where when we get down later down here, smartphone apps, you'll tell your some idea. For example, maybe you'll talk about some dictionary app that you have on your computer, or on your smartphone. Okay.
Okay.
But if you want to, you can turn on your webcam. Is okay. If you want to turn on your webcam, it's fine with me.
Okay. I have a question. How do we share a screen?
Hi, Julia. Arsenio, here's the deal. I have to click. I'll click on it. I'll share the screen when I'm ready. I click on your name, and then you'll see it says something you have to download maybe, but you click on it, and then it's not hard to do. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not hard, but just wait a little bit till everybody's here. Now we got. Okay, we got Julie Hunko also. There's Tanya and Nastya. Okay. Hi.
Hi.
So it's not necessarily that I have to see you, but it just so you. I mean, the main thing is you can hear and I can hear you. That's the two main things. Last time we had a few girls in the last class. They couldn't hear me for a little while because they didn't have their headphones going. So we got and Julie. Can you hear us? Hunko, she can hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so why don't I start? Yeah, okay, nice to see you too. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about some things that we didn't talk about in the lectures. For example, the drones. Okay, this is class New Information Technology. So here's some stuff that I didn't talk about yet. And it's not maybe that interesting to you, but I've seen a few drones already in Lutsk. And they're mostly used for taking pictures from up above, like from in the air. Maybe kind of, you could say almost like, sometimes you could maybe say spying on people, but I suppose like at concerts or at the football stadiums and stuff, they use drones. Has anybody seen them in Lutsk? Anybody seen a drone working?
No.
I've seen it.
Yes, I've seen it.
Yeah, I've seen them twice in Lutsk. Now over there by that new little stadium you have down by the university, they have that new little stadium. I saw when they were having a performance there. There was a drone running, and then I saw one on Les Ukraina Street running. I suppose it was, of course they control them from their smartphones or from a tablet or something like that. So they'll be more and more popular in time as time goes on for different reasons. Mostly probably for taking videos, but probably you could think of other reasons too. So that's enough about drones. The other day when we had a lecture about Internet of Things, we talked about Internet of Things in the lecture, like one of those last lectures, and I talked about smart homes. And one thing I forgot to talk about was if this then that, IFTTT, if this then that. And what that means is that, especially, it doesn't have to do just with smart homes and Internet of Things, but that's one thing. For example, if you're driving home in your car and your phone is with you, and it knows you're getting close to your home, it would say you're close to home, so turn on the heat in the house, or open the garage door, or turn on the lights in the house. You don't have to go in and do that yourself. You don't have to get out of your car and open the door. It automatically opens the door. So if one thing happens, then do something else. So that's called if this, then that. And I should have told about it in that lecture, and I forgot. So I'll just show you how to use that if this, then that. You make a recipe. You make a recipe is what it's called. So for your home, for example, like if you're leaving your home, then that means your phone knows that you're leaving. Your phone is with you, so you're going out the house. So as you're going out the house, it'll automatically turn down the lights in your house. So that's called these hue lights are special lights that people have. They use them. Hue lights are used. I don't know if they sell them in Ukraine yet, but they're special energy-saving lights. They may be kind of like different colors, blue and red and yellow. I don't know if you've heard of hue lights, but that's a new thing that people have. So in other words, this program on your app, you'd have it on your phone or on your tablet or on a computer. Say if if you're going out from your house, it'll turn on the lights. You don't have to switch off the lights when you go out. The same thing. If you're getting close to home, when you arrive home, it'll turn on the lights. They've been off all the time, and now they come on. So that's if this then that. Here's one. Here's interesting here. Text a neighbor if your Nest detects a smoke emergency. So that's Nest is from Google. They have a Nest thermostat, means it turns up the heat in your house if it's cold, and it turns it down. But also there's smoke. If you smell smoke, it would start beeping like a fire alarm. People have a fire alarm in their apartment. So Nest makes this detector, smoke detector. Well, if you're gone from home and you don't hear it, if you're on vacation or if you're at work and you have a fire in your house when you're gone, this would be if this then that. This detector from Nest would send a message, like a SMS text message to your neighbor. So that would be an interesting if this then that. So there's two things. If something happens, then you do something else. And I should have told about that before. But it's not just about smart homes. It's not just this is a recipe for homes. But you can have like my recipe. I'll show you my recipes on my phone. For example, I have if it's time for bed, I have a message that turns down my phone. So if it's after 10 o'clock or 10:30, it's time to go to bed, then it turns down my ringer, so my phone won't ring anymore. So that's a good one. That's one interesting one. If it's 10:30, my phone won't ring, and if it's time to get up, then it'll start ringing again if somebody calls. So that's a nice one. Another one I have is if the weather is going to be rain tomorrow, then I get a notification on my phone. So I know I need to take an umbrella or take my coat or whatever. So if it's going to rain, I get a message then to my phone. There's a message, it's going to rain tomorrow. So it says that I made that recipe last year, a little over a year ago, and it gave me that message yesterday because it's raining today. So this 113 times in the last year it told me it was going to rain tomorrow, and I got that message on my phone. So that's a recipe from if this then that. So another one. Maybe I could make a new. Let's just look for another recipe. There's all kinds of them. Recipes for Android, and there's recipes for iOS also. Here's the do. I'm not sure what this is. Do essentials. Post a quick tweet. Save notes on the fly. Do email yourself. Upload photos to. Okay, so there's all kinds of stuff. Let someone know you're heading home. For example, if you want to leave home, if you're going to start going home, you can email somebody. If you left your work, you can send an email to somebody. Upload an image to Google Drive. If you get a new picture on your phone, you can put it on Google Drive. There's all kinds of different recipes. Save notes on the fly to Evernote. So there's those note taking. So that's called if this then that. I don't know if you'll use it or not, but just so you know about it, it's kind of interesting. There's all kinds of recipes, recipe collections for music people, healthy lifestyle, recipes for your car, do and work. This is probably what I would use more for doing the work. So if here's one. If I want to make a calendar thing in my Google, maybe there's something comes up. Quickly email a note to myself. Track your work hours. Those are different. A little bit different. That's not quite the same as if this then that. That's not two things. Recipes for Android. This is what I'll look at. Okay, so recipes for Android. Mute your phone when you arrive at work. That's a good one. So if it knows I get to work, I arrive at work at a certain time. Whenever, it doesn't matter when you get to work. Whatever time you get there, it turns my phone down, mutes my phone, so it won't ring. Same as the one about bedtime. Here's one, save new photos to Google Drive. We said about that. Has anybody heard about this? If this then that? Anybody heard about that?
No, haven't heard yet.
Yeah, you can tell I don't have many, I haven't set up many recipes for that myself, but I could see where it may be kind of handy if you want to have a reminder. Maybe like there's other settings on our phone. We can put our pictures online. We can have other settings to do that also. But maybe there's, like track how much time you spend. There's one there. Track how much time you spend at a certain location. Track how much time. Save new text you receive in Google. That might be an interesting one. For example, just a minute here. Like this one here, save new text you receive in a Google spreadsheet. So, like an SMS I get, I might not want to look through. I might want to not look through my SMSs. I might want to have all my messages saved in a Google spreadsheet. So you could make a. I'll just show you how to make a recipe here. Click on this here. Save my messages. So if I get a new message on my phone, it'll put it in a Google spreadsheet. Every time you receive a new text message, it will be automatically added to Google spreadsheet, so you can be able to track and keep your. So I have to connect to Google, of course. I give Google my. I bumped the button. So I say allow. That's letting this if this then that. So now it's Google Drive is connected. So receive notifications with this when this recipe runs. Okay, add. So I've created that. I've got that recipe created now. So in other words, if I get an SMS on my phone, it'll save it in Google spreadsheet. So that's enough about SMS. If this then that. Now, here's another one. We talked about. Some of the students had me in the class for computational linguistics. We talked about speech recognition, but we don't have this in Ukraine yet. Amazon Echo, and that's a really interesting deal you can look up about. And people have them in their homes, and they say they talk to it, and it's like kind of like Google Now or iPhone Siri. When you talk to Siri, you say something. Alexa or Amazon Echo is it's a box it's like a cylinder in your house, and you can talk to it, and there's a lot of things that you can say to Alexa. I'll just show you Amazon Echo, what it looks like. Amazon Echo. So it looks like this here, and you can ask it just lots of different things to say, like maybe you want to say turn up the heat, turn on the music, and all kinds of stuff. There's videos, you can watch videos online. I don't know if we'll show a video right now. I'm not sure how good that would work, but maybe I'll just try a video to show you. Somebody's microphone is taking a lot of music in the background, some stuff in the background. Can you hear that?
No.
Somebody's microphone is picking up extra noise.
I'm actually putting my microphone on
There.
hold. I'm muting it.
Yeah, yeah. I saw some of. Okay, can you see this?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
There's no sound.
Oh, you can't hear the sound. That's the trouble. Yeah, but you can read the. Can you read the text?
But you have subtitles. Yes, we can read with subtitles.
Yeah. I won't show the whole thing because if you can't hear it, it's not going to. But it's almost like using Google Now or. So he asks to play music, and it turns on the music. And then the dad says stop, and it stops the music. Okay, so that's enough about. I won't tell about that right now. So you can watch. I mean, you can watch that video on your own. That's. I hope they get those in Ukraine. That'd be kind of interesting. And that actually has to do a little bit. Alexa has to, or Amazon Echo has a lot to do with Internet of Things too, because things in your house you can tell it to do certain things in your house too. If you're too lazy to get up and turn off the heat, for example, you can say, turn off the heat. Alexa, turn off the heat, or turn down the heat. You know, if it's getting too hot, or turn up the heat if it's too cold. Okay, so what I'm going to do in a little bit, I'm going to give, I'm going to talk some more yet, but then I'm going to give, before we finish the class today, I'm going to give everybody a chance to tell some interesting smartphone apps that you have on your phones that you think would be interesting for the other students. Not just the normal stuff like Facebook and Kontakte and Instagram and stuff like that, but dictionaries or something that might be a helpful app that others would use. For example, I'll give you the screen. You'll show on your screen. You can write something on like on Microsoft Word or a notepad. You can put the names of your apps there. But for example, maybe I'll just show you a quick Quiz Up is an app that I use. So you don't have to show it on your phone. I mean, we don't have to see you doing it, but you can at least we'll see your screen. Sorry, I missed a minute here. Okay. Anyway, Quiz Up is what I use for playing. It's and you can ask all kinds of questions. It asks questions about different topics you're interested in, like technology or German. Like for example, I have stuff about German, intermediate German. So then you have questions about German questions that you're in competition with other people in the class. Not in the class, but other people around the world. I can't see right now. Okay, so you'll give me an idea of your apps a little bit later in class. You think of something you can tell us about. Okay. So now the next thing we'll do here is about starting a business.
Can I give you a question?
Yeah.
We should tell about apps later or right now?
In about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. I'm going to talk for a little bit, and then you guys will. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on here and give you'll have we can see your screen, and you can have Microsoft Word open or Notepad, and then you just type in the name of your app and tell us about it, so we can see your screen.
Oh.
For maybe.
But we can just.
We'll be looking at.
We can
just tell about
chat.
any of apps.
Any app, but nothing something that everybody doesn't have. For example, I wouldn't tell about Gmail app because everybody has that, or everybody has I don't think everybody had Quiz Up. You haven't heard of Quiz Up, right? So that was my app for you guys for today. Okay.
Okay.
You think of something. I'm sure you all have something that the rest of them don't have. Okay, but now I'm going to talk about a few other things. First of all, we had my friend in there. He was talking about starting your own business. Remember, one of the first days, starting your own business. And so I know you're probably not going to have your own businesses, but if you did, there's a few other things I should tell about. And this is seed funding. And you know where Silicon Valley is? Have you heard of Silicon Valley?
Yes.
In California.
Yes.
Yeah. Silicon Valley is in California. So people that want to start like a technology business, they would go to Silicon Valley, and there's lots of investors there that give money, seed funding money. They give you money to start your own business. Like they're called startups. People that have their own business, they want to have is what they call a startup. There's even Ukrainian companies have startups, and so they would try to get seed money. It's called seed money, like giving them a loan to start. Maybe it's a loan, or it might be just money to start them out. And those people, of course, that do that, they want to have a part of your business. maybe I spelled Silicon wrong. Probably it's just Silicon like that. Silicon Valley is in California. So there's Google has some of that. I forget the name of it right now, what it's called for Google. But Y Combinator. Okay, so I'm going to show about some of this here. Y Combinator is a they help startups with funding. They give money for funding. So twice a year, it says twice a year they invest small amounts of money, about 120,000, in a large number of startups. So 107 this year, 107 different companies that had an idea for a business. They gave them 120,000 each of those companies to start up. And so these companies come to Silicon Valley in California for 3 months, and then they start their business. What they have is this Y Combinator has a demo day. So you come with your business idea and you share it with other business people and also those that would be interested in investing in your business. So you'd learn more about it here. So here's some of the startups that maybe got money this year from them. So there's a whole bunch of stuff we've never heard about. Here's Dropbox, as we've heard about Dropbox, for example. Dropbox is, everybody uses. Well, they got money from Y Combinator to get their business going. And then when they make money somehow, then maybe those people that invested, they get some money back from that, or they make money. That's how investors work. So this would be a way you could go and you could learn about getting investment. Y Combinator is one of them. Another one is TechCrunch. It's called TechCrunch Disrupt. TechCrunch Disrupt. And that's so here's TechCrunch Disrupt. Like for example, in New York on this year, May 9th to May 11th, they're going to have people that want to start a business. They come there, and then these guys that are watching, they might want to invest. If they think your idea is a good idea, they'll give you some money to start your company. So this Disrupt, this shows their schedule, what they're going to do. They're going to talk about different guys come and talk. For example, the guy that started Siri, he's going to reveal something about artificial intelligence at this. He's going to talk for 20 minutes, and then different talks, and then this guy's going to talk about drones, and so on. Then people that have their ideas, that's called like a demo or a startup battlefield. Like here's a startup battlefield session 1. So these people from 2:30 to 3:40, those people are going to at this TechCrunch Disrupt. They're going to have tell what their business is about, and other people listen. Here's some more. Battlefield session 2. And so then the winners of that get money from TechCrunch or from other investors to start their business. So I know you guys probably aren't going to be investors, but you might want to have a business to start up. And Ukrainians have that. There's been Ukrainian startups that have gone to those places like TechCrunch Disrupt or Y Combinator. And it wouldn't just be about technology, but of course a lot of it has to do with technology, because everything in our day and age has to do with technology. And then I'll talk about right now Kickstarter and Indiegogo. Have you heard of either one of these two right here? Kickstarter or Indiegogo? Anybody? So Kickstarter is Indiegogo. First of all, Indiegogo. Indiegogo. Even in Ukraine, you could do this. It's not just from Russia. Somebody thought it might be from Russia, but so this guy, for example, they want to make a product. They have an idea. There was a Ukrainian lady who had an idea to make something for her baby. When her baby's sleeping, she wanted to have a monitor that would wake her up. If the baby wakes up, it would wake up the mother or alert the mother. Maybe the mother's working in the kitchen, and so the mother had a wristband on her arm, like a watch, and the baby had one somewhere too. And when it woke up, then it motions the mother. So that lady in Ukraine, in Lutsk here, she had this idea. So she put that on Indiegogo, the idea, and then other people would invest. They would give money. Like say they want to buy one, maybe it's $40 or something. I don't know what it would be, $30 maybe. They give that money before they buy. They don't buy it yet because she hasn't made them yet, but she gets a certain amount of money that she would to make the product. For example, this guy wanted to make this outlet thing here with the battery, power up anything, anywhere, anytime. So it's got a plug-in. This is a U.S. Outlet. It wouldn't work here, but well, it would because we can make a plug there for that too. Anyway, the first portable battery pack with an AC wall plug outlet. Okay. So this, what they're doing here is they're saying $85 that you would give to this to make them their funds. Actually, this was already over, so they're shipping now. They don't always ship right away. This one here worked out good enough because they got way more than they asked for. They have much more. They were asking probably for 100,000, and they got already almost $500,000 to make this. So people can buy this one now. But there's other ones. I'll just show you. Indiegogo. Okay, so there's some different ideas. What somebody's come up with. Somebody here had Four Seasons gloves, the best gloves. So they got some interesting something about their gloves there. Here's somebody made make the world your paper, the world's first unrestricted high-resolution wire write virtually anywhere mobile input device. Okay, so this is an interesting device. So if somebody wanted to invest in this, or they wanted to have one of these, they would hit contribute now. You'd hit contribute now, and then you give money to this for them to make this product. And that doesn't mean you would ever get the product. If they never had enough money to make it, you might not ever get it. So you're taking a chance, but if you think it's a good idea, you would help them make money. So probably you guys here wouldn't be trying to help people start their business, but you might want to put your stuff on here, get other people to invest in you. And so this what this one was, it was funded because they got enough money they put it on in June 26th last year. They got enough money, so they're making it, and they're selling it. They thought it was going to be $249. It's $198. I don't know if they're selling, if they're shipping them yet, but anyway, people can. So that's what it's a writer kind of a deal that you can write anywhere, and I suppose it saves it. It's like you're writing, but it's saving it online probably too. Anyway, that's Indiegogo, and then another one. Let me get my. Sorry. This is Kickstarter. Similar. And actually, Kickstarter started before. I think they were started before Indiegogo. So it's the same deal. If people have something they want to, maybe you made a movie, for example. You made a movie, and you don't have a place to show your movie. You can ask about it on Kickstarter. People could invest in that movie, and then you have enough money to make it. Maybe you didn't make it yet, but you want to make a movie. For example, you could tell what your idea is. Here's an idea. Somebody had this idea to make a camera. Your iPhone slips in here to make a camera holder. So they've already got enough, more than what they wanted. They wanted $100,000, and they already got $139,000. So they'll probably make their camera holder for the phone. So we can look at some other live projects, some other ideas that people have. Indiegogo. Makes your whiteboard smarter. Okay, here's one that they could put a light. It's like some kind of a light over top of your marker board. So they're 92% funded. They probably want 75,000. They have 4 days left. 75,000. They're trying to get so they can make this. So if you could say, well, if you're interested in investing in that, you'd click on that, and then you'd say, well, They have 397 people that have offered to back this project. So if I want to back that, I would be giving, I forget what it is. You can, I think you pick how much money you want to put into investing. That little deal. See, they have a goal. They have a goal of 75,000. in 4 days they want to get. They probably reach it because they're at 92%. So there's a video you can watch about it, what it's about. So somebody had the idea. So that's Kickstarter and Indiegogo, starting your own business. Those are things about starting your own business there. Whoops, sorry. Mess there. Okay, next thing we're going to talk about is live streaming, Meerkat, Periscope, Facebook Live. So live streaming is probably something you've heard about. Actually, what we're kind of doing right now when we have an online meeting is I'm really live streaming, and that means other people can see what I'm doing. I don't know if you've heard about Meerkat, Periscope. Anybody heard about these? See, I don't have Meerkat. Just a minute here. Let's get it. It's not the animal. Meerkat is an animal. That's an animal, but this is a. Oh yeah, here's Meerkat here. This is Meerkat live video. So it's an app you'd have on your phone that you could click a button, and then other people that are connected that see your link. It's usually a link that comes up on Twitter, and then they could watch it. It's probably more for famous people, because if you don't have a lot of friends and that they're not online at the same time, they wouldn't see you. So I'm just going to shut off my webcam a second here. Okay. Your Meerkat would be probably for famous people. And Periscope is on Twitter, part of Twitter. So you'd have a link. When you start to Periscope, that means you're live streaming. Maybe you're at a concert or you're uptown and you want to show somebody something. Maybe you're in a tourist place and you want to show your friends where you're at. So you hit live streaming. And it came out on Facebook last week too. If some of you are on Facebook, you could try it. I'm not sure if it's working in Ukraine yet, but pretty soon it'll be working. You could show your friends some live. It'd be a live video. Anybody heard of that? Live streaming?
No, we haven't
Live
heard.
streaming, yes, but not about this.
Meerkat.
Yeah, Meerkat, and then there's also no, not this one. Just a minute. Periscope. That's
For example, Periscope. Yes, Periscope.
yeah, that's on Twitter. So for example, let me go to Twitter and just to see if anybody's live streaming. Probably not so many. There's not too many people do that on Twitter. Just a minute. I'll get my Twitter over here. That would be. I think I'm going to try it when it gets to Facebook. Here's my Twitter. Just see if there's anybody doing a live stream. This is my Twitter. Just a minute here. See if I can find anybody. So, of course, that I watch Twitter stuff about technology and about Ukraine stuff. And I don't see anybody right now. But if there was a link, if there was a link, this is just a GIF. Anyway, what you would do is click on a link, and then that would open up the live stream that would show a video of what they're doing right at that same time, and then they can save it. Some people maybe do it 2 or 3 minutes or whatever. They don't live stream their whole day, but anyway, they show something they're interested in. I suppose you could do it. Tourists would do it to show their friends back home, or maybe a father would, if he's working in another town, he would show his children where he's at. Kind of like Skyping, but it's not just one person. It's for anybody that's online and connected to you. Like on Facebook, in other words, all your Facebook friends would be able to see you live streaming. And I've heard it started last week in U.S. and maybe other countries. I don't think on my Facebook I haven't seen that there's a button to hit live stream. I click a button, and then it would start taking videos of that at that time. So that's live streaming. Okay, now the next thing is we got Ira Chalk. She got in there. Nice to You're there, Ira. Can we hear you? I see Ira come on. Okay. Glad you made it. So now, one thing I'm not going to show them right now, but if you look up some Google Slam videos, about 5 years ago, Google made these what they call Google Slam videos, okay? And so your subgroup needs to make a video for assignment 4, which will start next week, or you can start it this week if you want, whenever you want to. I want your subgroup to make a video, 2 or 3 minute video that you'll put online, and then you will share it with everybody else, okay? So you have to have some idea of something about technology, and something that would be interesting for the other students in the class. So if you look up someday, look up about Google Slam videos. I didn't show you any in class, but get an idea what those were about. That was about 5 years ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. We had on the internet there were these different groups that made Slam videos. It doesn't have to be exactly the same, but just have an idea of what your subgroup can make a video. It could be outside, it could be inside, maybe something about technology. Okay? So that'll start next week. That'll be assignment 4, which I think is 10 points. So it's even more than this. Today's going to be worth 5 points. Those of you that are in the class, in the online class. Okay, now next thing, smartphones. Not smartphones, smart watches. So there's Google Wear, Samsung Gear, Apple Watch. Some people heard of Apple Watch, but really Google had theirs out first. The Android Wear was out before Apple came out with theirs. So let's just take a look at some of these here. This is the Apple smartwatch. They tell the time, of course, as a watch would, but also there's notifications, and like when you're anything that would come on your phone. I don't think they're really not so popular. People, of course, Apple, everything is fancy from Apple, but I don't think I would get one. It would tell your heart rate and your blood pressure and so on, like a health monitor, which I'll talk about in a little bit. But it would you could read email, so on. Read email. You could look at your messages that come to your phone on your watch if you wanted to. In other words, it's without pulling your phone out of your pocket. If you're in a meeting, you could have it on your watch. But I heard, and there's an article today on CNET that told that that they're not selling so good. And Apple watches have been out for about a year, but I don't think they're selling that good. And probably because everybody has a phone anyway. So I don't know. 7 reasons people aren't wearing their Apple Watch. Well, it's probably because they have their phone. They're using their phone a lot, and they pull out their phone anyway. So I don't know. I'm not sure. I didn't read the article. I don't know if anybody is. I think they can sell watches here, especially the Android ones are in the stores, the Samsung ones and stuff. But I don't think I'm going to get one because this guy says it doesn't do enough. Limited strap options, easier to pull phone out of the pocket. So this guy says, yeah, it's easier. Instead of looking at your watch, it's just easier to pull your phone out. Too complicated, she says. It's too complicated. And maybe it's that little screen. Probably a lot of people don't like it. It's a little screen. So those are just different ones that we've written about that. There's nothing they thought maybe that not worth buying. But I think you should know about it anyway. Smart watches. So we're going to have an exam in this class, by the way, and I thought it was Azalic, but it's an exam at the end of May, first part of some of you might have it, first part of June, an exam with me. So there'll be 3 questions then. You draw a paper with three things you have to answer. One would be about hardware, so that could be tablets, phones, computers, and so on. The other one would be software. So that's like programming languages or software in the one subject for the question. So could be apps or programs on a computer, operating systems, stuff like that, software. And the third thing is other stuff that we talked about in class, which would be include maybe like watches and stuff, although watches would maybe be hardware too, extra things. So also, everybody's turned off your mic. You can all still hear me? Everybody can hear? So one of you tell me you can hear me.
Yes,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
we hear you.
Okay, fine. It's better if your mics are off or not. Pretty soon I'm gonna start going to your screen pretty soon. But I want to talk one more thing. Health and fitness trackers. I don't know if you guys can buy them here. Like Fitbit is one of them. Fitbit, and there's other ones too that it checks your pulse on your this is Fitbit. I think if you're interested in being healthy, this would be kind of good. It checks not just your pulse, but your blood pressure and maybe your how many steps. One thing would be interesting, how many steps you make in a day. Now you can get an app on your phone to do that too. Like you walk 10,000 steps, you feel healthy. But this is a tracker, keeps track of your fitness. They're kind of expensive, but anyway, it's probably interesting to have, something like that. So that's a nice technology that's been out for about 5 years. They really came out before the watches came out. Some of those things are on a watch now too. But, I don't know. I think I probably wouldn't mind getting one of these here. It would maybe tell your temperature, and stuff like that. Body temperature. Maybe it'd tell your pulse 60 beats a minute, or it might tell your blood pressure, how many steps you made today, things like that. So that's the health and fitness trackers, and Fitbit is one of them. There's different kinds too. One of the students in the other class talked about the Nook Walk app, which was on it tells how many steps you made in a day. I've tried those on my phone. I didn't really like it too well because it wasn't very accurate, I didn't think. I was riding in a bus, and I really wasn't walking. And then I wasn't walking at all, but I got out of the bus and it said I made 200 steps, and I was really just in a bumpy old bus on a road. So I don't think it was that accurate. It would be kind of interesting to see how many steps I made in a day, though. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is share. You show me your app that you have an idea of, a smartphone app that you can tell about. So we'll start with Arsen. What I'm going to do is make him. We're going to see his screen now. I'm clicking on his name, and so we'll see his There's his screen. So you can we can see his computer now, and you can open up. So you got a Mac computer, huh? Yeah, because you worked at MacKeeper, so I guess you better have one. Now you open up, Arsen, you open up some notepad or something like that, or what do you call it? Just a note program. Okay.
Yep.
You could. Now we need to have you got your mic on. You can tell what your smartphone app is so that everybody else can hear you. You're interested.
Okay. Actually, I use Wallet. That's a great app to I don't know, to maintain your money.
Yeah. So it's Google Wallet. Google Wallet, right?
Yeah, that's Google Wallet.
Yeah, Google Wallet. Okay, and it works in Ukraine?
Yeah, it works.
Because I haven't used it here. That's good.
There's Ukrainian currency as well, so that makes a good sense to use this application, and it's free. Also, I use WeChat.
Yeah.
It's a great app to chat. It's really useful.
Yeah, it's Chinese. The Chinese use that. That's the biggest chat app in the world now. It's more than Viber, more than Skype, Facebook Messenger. It's WeChat that's a good one. I think I connected with you on WeChat, didn't I? I connected with you.
Yeah, and I have it. I have you in my WeChat.
Yeah.
And also, I know it's Evernote.
Yeah, good.
It's very useful. I like this app very much.
Yeah, okay, that's good. No, you don't have to tell too many more because it will save some for the other students. When I go back to my screen, I'm going to show you a little more about Evernote and some other note-taking apps. I forgot to tell about that. So that's good. It's interesting. Now I'll go back to my screen now. Just a minute here. Okay. when we talked about Evernote down here, there's right here Evernote. Google Keep is what I use. Google Keep also. I use Evernote too. Color Note is one of the apps I use on my to keep notes. And Gtask that goes along with the Google Tasks on your on your email, Gmail. There's if you've seen tasks like stuff you need to do. Like I have my to-do lists. I like to have to-do lists, and I use Google Tasks for that. And so I have a whole list of stuff that I need to get done, and something like this here on paper. But Gtask is an app that does that from my phone. And Out of Milk, I don't know if you've heard about that one. The girls would like that for your shopping. So I keep track of what I need to buy on my shopping list, and that's a good one. That's all of these are note taking, really making lists, and I like to make lists. I often have lists on paper too, like this, what I got to do for my classes and stuff. But really, Evernote or Google Keep, I use all of those. I would say my favorite is Google Keep. This is for shopping. Out of Milk, and yeah, so those are note taking. And he said Evernote. One thing about Evernote is that I don't seem to, I forget to look at it after I put a note in there. I don't look at it for a while. But I suppose if you came home every night and worked it, put that stuff in other places that you wanted, like Microsoft Word or whatever. But a person could use if this then that. If you had something in Evernote like and you wanted to save it into Microsoft Word, for example, you could have it do that once a day or something like that. So okay, that Arseni told of his. Now I guess we'll do Christina next. I'll give Christina the screen now. We can see her screen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you can tell what your app is as soon as you get your screen on there. Did you see there? You have to click. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
Irina, she's there. Irina, just listen in. You'll find out what's going on. She can't hear. Maybe can you hear Irina? Irina's asking what's going on. If she can't hear, then she's.
So can you see my screen or not?
Not yet. Did you click on it? Did you click on a link, Christina?
Yeah.
Web
Yes.
presenter. I'm still seeing my own screen. Anybody see Christina's screen?
No.
Yeah.
There's a pop-up. There's
Yeah.
a pop-up and it asks you give a permission.
Wait a minute. Or maybe I can tell without showing my
Yeah.
screen.
Okay. I was hoping you would. I was hoping you somehow you're not doing it right. But okay, just tell it. Just tell us then.
Okay. The apps about which I want to tell is called Rise Alarm Clock.
To get up in the morning.
Yeah. It's a very easy designed alarm clock with a gesture, and it makes the waking as pleasure as possible. And if you after you install it, you can download the music which you want to wake you up, and also you do not need to restart it again. I mean, if you I'm not how to tell. After you set, you can tell the app to wake you up with a specific song from the music library, or even you can use a whole morning playlist to get your day started off right.
You use it every day? You use it every day?
Not every day, every Monday. When I have to wake up and go to for a bus.
I see. Okay. And I spelled it right? Rise alarm clock.
Rise alarm clock.
Okay. I use I just tell Google now. I say, okay Google, and I say set an alarm for whatever time, and it sets me an alarm. Anyway, that's fine. That's an app. That's fine. That's okay. Do you have anything else that might be interesting? Another app, Christine?
No, I found just that one.
Okay. Okay, now I'll go back. I'll take it. Let's see now. Irina's going to be next. Irina Chalk. So if she's there, I don't. Turn on your microphone, Irina Chalk. Put your mute. Your microphone is muted. I saw she left her a little bit, but she's back. Can you see? Can we see your screen? You have to.
No.
No, Irina. She's not. Her microphone's not on either. Everybody be ready when okay, Irina. Okay, can you hear us now? Or you can hear us? Okay, we can. Can you show us your screen? You're the.
I don't know what to do.
Well, there should be Arseni, wasn't there a link that you had to click on? It's not hard. Something you have to.
There's no link. There were no link. There were a pop-up, a box.
Yeah.
You need to hit give permission, something like that.
Yeah, Irina, all you have to do is click on that thing that says what I sent you.
I think it's pop up, but to be honest, I didn't understand what Christina was talking about what application and what am I to talk about.
You must have missed when I told you. We're supposed to tell us. I'll come back to you in a little bit. You got to be ready to tell us on a smartphone, an app on a smartphone, like something that we haven't heard about. Like, don't tell about Facebook app or Facebook Messenger. Everybody has that. Okay, so I'll come back to you in a little bit. You be ready to tell about an app. Okay. Now, next one is Juliet. So I'm going to give a click, and then you'll see she'll be the presenter now. Okay, so we can see. Okay, now can you open up Microsoft Word or something like that? We turn on your microphone too. We're seeing Julie. Okay, good. Turn on your microphone so we can hear you. You had it on earlier. Okay, what are you going to tell us about? Your mic's on now. You can start. Which Julie is that? Juliet, is that?
It's me.
Huh?
It's me.
Okay, start.
Julia Struko.
We're all waiting for you. We're waiting for you to talk. Yeah.
Yes, I'm not. I would like to tell you about. Do you hear me?
Oh, Pundek.
Oh,
Do you hear me?
Just a minute, Irina. Yes. Okay, wait a minute, Irina. Juliet's telling us.
Yes, I would like to tell you about some apps which I have on my phone.
Yeah, which one?
The first one is Shazam.
Shazam, okay.
I will.
That's about music, isn't that about music?
Yes, it is about music. It is my favorite program but it is connected with your net on your phone. And when you would like to hear when you hear some music and you don't know who is singing, and you just push the button on, and this program just to analyze this music for some seconds, maybe for some maybe 2 minutes or.
It tells you the name of your song. Yeah.
Yes. That's right.
I've heard about Shazam. I think probably most of the students have also. Yeah.
No.
That's good, but that's good. That's fine. Anything else you want to tell us?
Yes, and I have an interesting dictionary for our education, and it is called multi-trend, but it is also connected with the net, with our net on our phone. It has almost 11 languages.
What's it called?
Multi-trend.
Type it in there, yeah. Multi-trend.
Like this.
Multi-trend. Okay, like multi-translator. Okay, yeah. I don't use that. I use Abilingual. I like Abilingual, but I paid for it. So is multi-trend free?
No. It is only when you have the internet. on your phone,
Uh-huh.
but it has 11 languages and it is translated into Russian. But there are transcriptions, translations, and the explanations, and it is very interesting dictionary for us students.
Uh-huh. Good.
I use it every day.
Okay, multi-trend. Yeah, I haven't tried it, but that's good. Our computational linguistics class, we need to add that one to the list for that class too. We talk a little bit about translating programs in that class. And I know you guys have talked about your other linguistic classes. Okay, multi-trend. Anything else before I go to the next one?
Can you hear about this program?
Layout?
Yes.
What's that for?
It is for photos. When you would like to connect two photos in one picture.
Oh, that's interesting. No, I don't do much with pictures, but that's good. Okay, so you
It is free for your phone. You just push it and push on the button, and you have the opportunity to choose two photos.
Uh-huh.
Maybe you would like to one photos, but the second will be like in the mirror.
Uh-huh. Okay, that's interesting. Layout. Okay, that's fine. Okay, very good. Well, okay, we'll click off. We've got to keep going here. So that's enough. I'll go to Olya now. Olya is going to be next, ready to present. And turn on your microphone, Olya, if you're there. Koshchuk. Everybody else can be ready. Tanya's here now too, finally.
Yes, we
hi, Tanya.
can start.
Oh, wait a minute. I gave Olya just a minute. Olya's got the screen. She's going to tell us something right now. You can talk later, Tanya. Just a minute.
Okay.
Olya should be, maybe she's not there. She's there, but not ready. Can you see us, Olya? Can you see the link? You have the button you have to push? Okay, good. Good. Okay, tell us something. Koshchuk. Yeah. Open up something where you can type, like Microsoft Word or Notepad or something. You guys have a lot of browser windows open. Okay, good. Leo, great quiz. Great quiz, what's that about? Oh yeah, your microphone's on, I don't hear you.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's just a set of different quizzes on different themes.
Topics. Okay, great quiz. I use Quiz Up is what I told about. Quiz Up. Great quiz. I'll try that sometime.
The next one is Leo. It's a dictionary, German-Russian dictionary. It's very useful for me.
Okay.
The next one is Google Keep.
Yeah.
It's an app for taking notes.
Yep.
The next one is Smart
I like
Mac.
Google Keep. I like it really well. Smart Mac.
Smart Mac. It's about different buses where they are.
Is that the one? That's the one that I use. Is that the one that's in Lutz? Different buses in Lutz?
Yes. And the next
I didn't know it was called Smart Mac. Mine's called Transport. Is the one I use. It's called Transport. I'll have to try it more. Smart Mac. Okay.
But it's better to write in Ukrainian. Smart Mac.
Smart Mac. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's typing with your microphone on and we can hear you. Whoever's typing, it's better. Olya's talking right now. Whoever's typing with your microphone on, turn it off. Okay, keep going. What's your other one? Word?
And word reference. It's also dictionary, but there are a lot of different languages.
Yeah. Okay. Word reference. It's a free app.
Yes.
I haven't used that
but
one either.
It works only online.
Word reference. Okay. Okay, good. I'll take the.
That's all.
Okay, that's good. I'll take the screen back now and let's see. Tanya, and Tanya's going to be next. Tanya Nastya says, "Are you? There's two of you on one." Tanya Nastya. Oh, I see. That was the okay. Okay, sorry. That didn't work. Tanya Nastya, make presenter. Okay, that'll be Tanya. You guys, Tanya and Nastya. I guess there's two of you on one.
I would like to present you a period tracker. A very useful thing for every woman.
Oh man. Okay, and next, what's next? Something we don't need.
Period tracker, it is the easiest way to track your periods.
Yeah, okay, go, we understand. Go to the next one. Calendar. Something with technology.
Different symptoms.
Okay.
Mood. So that is not technology?
Well,
I don't think so.
Technology. Who's going to get
really
the point?
a very useful thing.
Okay, that's Tanya or is that Nastya? Which one of you is going to get the points for that one? Or minus?
For Tanya.
Okay, for Tanya. Okay, and then Nastya's got to tell something.
Everyone has a lot of dictionaries and something like that. Why I shouldn't mention about this one? It is really useful thing.
Okay, we understand, but we understand it already. Just go to the next one. I don't understand it, but I mean, so Nastya can tell something. What's her app?
I'd like to tell about 1 second every day.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, go ahead.
I've heard about it at TED, and
it takes a picture.
The creator of this application was frustrated with his memory. Yes, and he decided to record his life with camera, but in special way. He records just 1 second of every day, and then you have, for example, after 1 year, a 5-minute film.
Yeah, that's interesting. I think that's, I've seen some people.
I think it's really inspiring because, yes, it's like a everyday challenge to find 1 second to record for your memory.
Okay, yeah, I've heard about it. I don't do it, but that's probably an interesting app. So it's kind of an app. I see you're at the web page, but it's an app you can put on your phone also, right? You take a picture every day, and if you have more than one picture, you can pick which one.
Take a video.
You take a video. Yeah, a video, 1 second, but yeah, it takes 1 second out of a video every day and puts it into a final video at the end of the year. Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. Anything else?
Yes, you have a single film.
Yeah, at the end of the year. Yeah, you can watch other people's videos.
Oh, that's it. My app was the worst one.
Well, anyway. Okay, so we'll go to if Pundik is ready. Now we'll go to Pundik. I'll give her the screen now. Irina. She's got her. Okay.
Can you see it?
Not yet.
Not?
No, we can't see your screen yet. No. Did you see the button to push that I sent?
And now?
Okay, now we can see your screen. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, pretty good. So I'd like to tell you about City Quiz. That's kind of entertaining adding, or how does it call it? I'm not sure. That's pretty good if you have some free time and you want to spend it, but not to waste it. Here you can find like it's quite a challenging game, and I think it's pretty good for all ages to be practiced and to be checked.
So it's questions about different cities in the world.
Yeah, that's like when you open it, you can see a picture from different cities, and there are 4 options of cities, and you try to like to choose the right one. And if you are okay, so there are some points which are added, and you can move forward. If you are not, so some points less, and you have just like maybe five lives, or like 5 chances per day to continue.
Okay.
Something like that.
That's good. Yeah, I use. I told him you weren't here yet when I told him I use Quiz Up is one I use. It's interesting for lots of different quizzes, not just technology, all kinds of stuff. German, I use it.
There is more. Because actually I don't like any like different kinds of games in order just wasting time games. I've got more, which is called Fill Border. It is created by Russian, and I really like it because it's kind of maybe AQ game. It's like you play with your vocabulary, with your list of words, and that's also challenging and funny.
Okay, Fill Board. I never heard of it, and it's on your phone too, not just on the computer, right? It's on your phone.
Yeah, but I couldn't show.
No, I know. You don't have to show it on the phone. No, I don't understand. Fill Boardy. Okay, what does that mean? What does that word mean? It's like, does that translate to English? Is that just the name of a?
No, I'm not sure. There is only one part which could be translated. Border. It's like words. And that's it. Fill. I'm not sure. Maybe somebody knows.
Fill Board. No, I don't know what that would. Yeah. Anyway, okay, that's the name of it. Fill Board.
I think it's just a name.
And it's mostly I see that maybe that would be good for my Russian, work on my Russian too, maybe. Might be
yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else, or should I give some? That's it, right?
No, that's it. Yeah.
Okay. Did let's see, Hunko, Yulia, I think I don't go to her now. Yulia Hunko is next. I'll click on that.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, she's got her mic on. Okay. Can we hear you?
Yes.
Okay. You can tell us about your apps, and we'll see your screen if you want.
So,
Okay. Can you open up Word or something like that? Notebook or Notepad?
I opened, but I think it doesn't work.
I see.
I can tell you about
tell us.
that app.
Yeah.
It's, to my mind, one of the most useful apps that I've ever used is called New York Subway. To my mind, it's quite useful. This app is quite useful when you're in this city, because there is not just a map of the subway, but also you can put like a station where you are and your destination, and then you get a route like with all the stations which you need to change.
Yeah.
And also one of the advantages that it is an offline app, so you don't need an internet access for it.
Okay. So you were in New York. You used it when you were in New York.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we have that. I suppose in Kiev they might have something like that. I'm not sure if they have that for the metro in Kiev or not, but they need to if they don't. Or different cities like that. Moscow should have something like that. Another app, Yulia?
No. Yeah, this one. To MI, it's useful.
Maybe. Oh, okay. What kind of computer you got? You don't have a Chromebook, do you? It looks like you're just in Chrome, but what's your computer here?
It's Dell.
Dell, So you probably have Word or something there. You could open it. You got your browser is all we can see, but that's okay. Anyway, you learn how to share the screen. Now, did I get everybody? Olya, Coach, did she tell something? I don't think she did. Next is Olya. Are you there, Olya? Okay. Did you talk already? We're getting close to the end of the class. Is Olya there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I was talking about one second, about smart mark. About dictionaries.
You already talked.
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. I forget who I. Okay.
It's cool.
I got to go back to. Okay, I'll take it away from you. Let's see here. I'm going to go back to Ira now. Chalk here.
Okay.
Okay, you ready to tell something?
The first app is Duolingo. It's very useful, I think, because it helps us to to learn new languages. Do you see my screen or no?
No, we can't see your screen yet. I didn't hear the name of it either. The name of the app, and we didn't see your screen, but you can click on that button.
Some troubles.
Okay, if you can't turn it on, then just tell us.
Maybe I can tell without presentation.
Yeah. Okay. Tell it.
So the first application is Duolingo.
Oh, Duolingo.
It's an application. Yeah. You can use this as this website, but you can also download the application and use it it is more comfortable. Also, as the application is randomly remind me, it's very useful for those who forget everything, and there are like some little remindings, for example, to drink water, to take a break, call a friend, and something like that. And also one which is my favorite one. It is called Neuronation, and it's like a trainer for our brain. There are different tasks like quizzes for your memory, for your knowledge, for your IQ, for your attentiveness. And also one which I found is called Prayer Times, but this one is maybe useful for Muslims, for people who have to pray at some certain periods, at times of day. So I think it's also a very interesting one, but I don't need it.
Okay.
For my life.
Yeah, a few of those names I didn't hear, I didn't quite understand, but that's okay. We could have, if we could see your screen, you could have written them down, typed them down, But
I'm sorry, okay. But I don't know what the trouble is.
What's that? What did you say?
I don't know what the trouble. Why I cannot show you.
Okay, don't worry, we're just about done with the class. Okay, so I'll take the screen back. I think did everybody have a chance to do that, or did I miss somebody? I'll take the screen back now and okay, and so here's another one, SwiftKey. SwiftKey is what I use for my keyboard. Does anybody use SwiftKey?
No.
Oh, okay, that's a good one for the keyboard stuff. So what we used today was GoToMeeting for the web conferencing. There's also WebEx is another one. Of course, we can do some of this on Skype, but I don't know. I wanted to try something else today. Team viewers, when you're on team viewer is usually on another. Like when you help somebody on their computer, but it could be for this kind of thing, conference calling, and also online meetings. So anyway, that's everybody turn on their video. If they have a webcam, everybody, before we finish out here, I hope I didn't forget something. Turn on your webcam. Yeah, and here's my American football. If we had more boys, I'd show them how to play football. The girls aren't so interested in football, I guess. Arsene, are you still there? Okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I hope you're feeling better pretty soon. Hopefully you learned a little bit today. Yeah. See, one thing is you maybe don't use this in the university, but you'll need it for your work. Are you at work, Olya? Are you working? Yeah. So maybe you're going to get in trouble for working at doing your class, but maybe not, huh? You might. You work at MacKeeper? Internet Devils. Yeah. Okay. She can't talk right now. She's at work. Okay, so we better let you get back to work. Tanya, Nastya, and Yulia. Okay, so let me see here. Just a minute. Okay, I'm going to make sure I didn't forget something. Yeah, Duolingo. Okay, you'll all get the points. That those of you that were here. Ira Pundig was a little bit late getting to class, but anyway, that's no big deal. So.
Там писало from to. Я думала, що можна зайти в будь-який момент from to.
Yeah.
Що смішного, Арсен? Від тебе чути сміх дуже дивно з цього приводу.
Well, the main thing is to learn for your job. I want to get you ready for your job when there's a meeting. So when your boss has a meeting, or your clients or your customers, that you'll be ready to go into the meeting, and then you know how to share the screen, so you don't take a lot of the time. I just an idea a little bit on how to do that. Of course, when we share the screen, also you can do drawing and stuff when you're sharing the screen. You can do drawings and whatnot, and writing on the screen too. So I'll let you go. Class is over, I guess. So we'll see you later in the week. Some of you have a class with me tomorrow. Those that had data security class. Are you in my data security class, Arseni?
Hey.
Are you in my data security class? Tomorrow we have.
Oh yes, I am. Yes,
Okay.
I am.
Maybe you'll be feeling better tomorrow. So.
I'm not.
Okay. I'll say. That'll be it. Okay, you guys can log off now. So we'll see you. I don't have anything else to say. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye. Goodbye.
Bye.
I hope I remember to give the points to everybody.
What?